his sister in Test Corners. So I'm at the time taking accordion lessons.
I went to work for Inland Steel. I was there only about 3 months, and I got called into service. But in between there, I met Marion while I was working at Inland Steel, and we went together for a couple of months, and then I went into service.
My only way to go see him was to sneak over there and take more accordion lessons. Skip the accordion lessons and just go stop and see him. So we'd go sit down at Walgreens in Hales Corners and sit on the telephone and sit in the phone booth and call. I never got better with the accordion, but I got him.
And came back on furlough, we got engaged, went overseas to Korea, spent 18 months over there, came back home.
After I knew him, then he got his papers to go in the Army. So 2 months later, now all this dating, this big dating and everything is all over with. So then now I want to, because I even sneaked down to go see him down to, one time we sneaked down to go all the way down to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. And after he was shipped out, then I would sneak letters to him. I could mail them at the grocery store. Never needed dating. We just did everything in letters.
Here I am in the service club. This record they made for me. They did it for free. It sure is nice of the Army to give a guy the pleasure to send his voice home to the one he loves. Honey, don't mind some of the things I said in it. I know some of the things don't make sense, but I was a little merry when I said it because I am around all guys, and you know how it is when you want to say something you don't want anyone else to hear. I know I stopped a lot in it, but don't mind that. At least when you get lonesome for me, you can always play the record. And honey, don't forget to write. I sure miss you a lot.
Came back home, made our wedding plans because I wasn't going to live in the house with my parents. So we made our wedding plans and got married 2 months later.
bed. He had the most horrible flu. In bed upstairs by my mother and dad's house. He was so sick, so cold up there. I had flannel pajamas on with socks on. The bed was so cold. He is so sick. Because that Monday we couldn't go nowhere, because that Monday we were closing the deal on our house, our first house. I even know the address yet. 4869 North 62nd. By that time we had Darlene and Barb, and then we moved to the south side. And after the time that Darlene got lost, she walked away on us. She was only a year old. She walked away on us, and we spent all afternoon looking for her. What a nightmare trying to find her. We went the street after street after street. And in those days you didn't have kidnapping, but it was like, where did this little turkey go? And here we go way far away from the apartment we were living in. There she's sitting real neat on a little step, crying her heart out, sitting there crying. People weren't home.
Lived there 18 years. We were in crafts. I was doing crafts on and off in between the help area now, the crafts. We went to craft shows. After 35 years as an electrician, and we decided we weren't going to live in Milwaukee no longer. We went and lived in the hut cottage we built at Westfield on the lake. We lived there permanently for 11 years.
At least you've reached the golden strand, you've walked the long path hand in hand, while you shared blessings by the score, the heartaches, pain, and even more. But you kept on, you wouldn't quit, and overcame the worst of it. Now as you look back through smiles and tears, you remember all those glorious years. The day you met, the marriage grand, the ring placed on the anxious hand, the passing years that your love was blessed, the dear Lord, it stood its test. Now as you stand side by side, an older groom, an older bride, you have something grand that's known by few, a touch of heaven just made for two.